All right, so you sent over a whole bunch of stuff about this topic that's really blown up online lately.
Yeah, it's this whole narrative, right? That AI has basically like overnight just erased the learning curve for some pretty high-level creative skills.
We're talking things like complex photo editing, stuff that used to take ages to learn, now supposedly accessible without even opening, sophisticated software.
Exactly. So our mission today is to really dig into the promotional materials for this specific thing. It's an ebook called 300 Side Hustle with Nano Banana.
Right.
And it's getting pushed hard because it comes with unrestricted private label rights, PLR. So we need to unpack, well, two main things.
Okay.
First, these big claims about a supposedly new Google AI tool, Nano Banana, which they're calling a Photoshop killer.
A Photoshop killer, wow.
Okay. And second, the actual side hustle plan this ebook offers, which seems very targeted at people who feel a bit left behind by technology.
Yeah, that feeling of being locked out, that seems key here. The sources really hammer on that pain point, that for years, tools like Photoshop, video editing, 3D design, they promised so much. But the reality was this huge time commitment.
Endless tutorials, yeah.
Endless tutorials, jargon, maybe even needing a degree. Basically saying that, look, if you're a newbie, or maybe over 40, you were just blocked.
And that's where they pivot. Right. They're selling this narrative, this cultural shift. The turning point, they claim, is this Nano Banana tool.
It flips the script, I think was the phrase.
It flips the script, exactly.
Yeah.
And the core idea is this kind of stark contrast they paint.
Mm.
Most people over 40, they say, still use AI like a fancy search engine.
Right, just asking basic questions.
Yeah, while teenagers are supposedly already out there building creative businesses just by, chatting with these new tools.
So the pitch is, the older crowd is missing out because they haven't realized the complexity barrier just vanished?
Pretty much. That's the narrative.
Okay, let's get into the tool itself then, Nano Banana. If it's really a Photoshop killer, that's a huge claim, replacing years of skill with just chatting.
Well, yeah, Photoshop killer is strong marketing language, isn't it? It sounds almost like fantasy from a user's point of view.
Totally.
But I think we need to look at how they're defining Photoshop level. Is it about the absolute nuance a pro can achieve? Probably not.
So what is it then?
It seems more about replacing the process, the complex steps, the fiddly bits of the interface, getting powerful results without navigating menus and layers.
Okay. So less about the absolute ceiling of quality, more about the ease of getting good results.
Exactly. The process they lay out in the ebook is, well, almost insultingly simple. It's read the book, pick a hustle, talk with the AI type of sentence, package your work for sale.
3 steps. And the talk with AI part is just typing a sentence like, remove the background.
Yeah, or make this photo look like a professional headshot, or even turn this into a poster I can sell. That's the promise.
No layers, no filters, no masking, just plain English commands.
That's the claim. Beginner friendly, no tech skills needed, even if you've literally never touched Photoshop or AI before.
So they're selling speed and access above all else. What used to take hours, now seconds.
Right. And the implication is that the value isn't in mastering the tool anymore. It's in mastering the request, the prompt.
Okay, but hang on. If it's that easy, like truly just typing a sentence, how do you actually make money?
Yeah, that's the question.
Why would someone pay me on Fiverr or Etsy to type, make this a headshot, if they could just do it themselves just as easily?
That's the tension, isn't it? And that's what the pitch kind of exploits. They claim the playing field is level now because the tool is new, and most people just don't realize this capability exists yet.
So it's an information gap they're selling into.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They're telling the target audience, hey, you can compete head-to-head with the kids, not because you suddenly have design skills, but because you're willing to act now while others are still unaware.
It's like arbitrage on awareness. Interesting.
Exactly. They're selling the gap between the tool's potential reality and the current public perception that this stuff is still hard.
Okay, so Nano Banana provides the alleged power, and the ebook is the roadmap to actually use it. Let's talk about that roadmap, the 300 side hustles.
Right, the blueprint for turning these simple chat commands into actual income.
What kind of hustles are we talking about? Are they realistic?
Well, the promise is 300 proven, beginner-friendly ideas. The focus seems to be on taking ordinary photos, stuff you might take on your phone, and turning them into specific digital products.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Things like stylized posters, printable art, product mock-ups, maybe digital invites, personalized cards. that sort of thing.
Stuff people actually buy online.
Yeah, and critically, the roadmap apparently addresses the selling part too, which is often the bit people get stuck on, right?
Definitely. How do they tackle that?
They supposedly outline how to list and sell these creations on places like Etsy, Fiverr, Gumroad, or even setting up your own simple site.
Okay. And are there specific areas they recommend focusing on?
Yes, and this seems quite strategic. They highlight what they call zero-risk niches, where buyers are always hungry.
Zero risk niches. What?
The examples given are things like personalized pet portraits, huge market there, creating simple kids' activity books, custom wedding gifts, and virtual real estate staging.
Yeah, taking an empty room photo and making it look furnished. That's definitely a commercial need.
Exactly. It's about finding these repeatable tasks where clients have a specific need rather than just, making abstract art.
Got it. And it's not just about Nano Banana in isolation, is it? They mention using other tools too.
Right. They seem to encourage stacking it with other AI tools for, as they put it, even bigger profits.
How does that work?
So you might use Nano Banana for the core visual creation, but then maybe use Canva for templates and presentation, or use ChatGPT to write the descriptions, ad copy, or even the text for those kids' books.
Okay, so it's building a small ecosystem around the core editing tool.
Yeah, it shows a path from just doing simple edits to building out a more complete sort of digital product business.
And this all ties back to that target audience, right? The person over 40 who's thinking, I don't have months to learn Photoshop.
Precisely. The pitch is skip the long learning curve, jump straight to making money, speed and minimal effort.
Okay, but you mentioned something earlier that sounded, well, even more interesting, the PLR, the private label rights.
Yes. This is where the structure of the offer gets really fascinating. It's not just about using the information, it's about owning it.
Dual income streams, you said?
Exactly. Two distinct ways this thing is presented as a moneymaker. First, obviously, learn the stuff and apply it. Use the 300 ideas with Nano Banana to create and sell things.
Standard approach. What's the second way?
The second way is the PLR itself.
Yeah.
You get the ebook, the Word doc, the PDF with unrestricted private label rights, full ownership,
Meaning
the buyer, the learner, instantly becomes the publisher. You own the roadmap.
So I buy the guide on how to make money with Nano Banana, and I immediately get the right to sell that exact same guide to other people.
Bingo. And keep 100% of the profit.
Wow. Okay, we need to be clear on what unrestricted PLR actually allows you to do here.
According to the materials, it means pretty much anything. Resell it as is. Rebrand it. Put your name on it. New cover. Edit it. Bundle it with other things you sell.
Use it as a lead magnet to get email signups.
Yep, that too. It's positioned as a complete business in a box focused on a hot topic.
The source material kind of summarizes it, doesn't it? Viral topic plus unrestricted PLR equals instant authority plus quick start project ideas.
That's the formula they're selling.
But doesn't that just flood the market? If everyone buys this $10 ebook and everyone can resell the exact same ebook, doesn't the value just plummet instantly?
That is the classic challenge with PLR, absolutely.
Yeah.
Quality perception can drop fast when content is everywhere.
So how do they justify it?
I think the angle isn't about the long-term unique value of the content. It's about the timing. They're selling speed.
Speed to market.
Yeah. Nano Banana is supposedly viral. Everyone's curious. This lets you instantly become an expert selling a guide on it. Right now, before the wave crests, you monetize the instruction quickly.
So the product isn't really the 300 side hustles. It's the ability to instantly sell a guide about the Photoshop killer.
That seems to be a major part of the value proposition, yes. You're not just buying info, you're buying an instant digital product related to a trend.
You're buying distribution rights for trending knowledge.
Well put.
Okay, let's wrap up with the actual offer, the closer. How do they make this a must-buy now thing?
They pull out all the stops to make it seem irresistible. Starts with the price, right?
Yeah, $9.99. But with a warning, it's going up soon. Standard urgency tactic.
Standard, but effective. And then they pile on the bonuses, like a lot of bonuses.
15, I think. Valued at over $500, supposedly.
Right. And they cover all sorts of related areas. AI fiction writing, publishing on Amazon's KDP, using ChatGPT for passive income, an AI marketing workbook.
It's like a whole library of get-rich with AI starter kits thrown in.
Exactly. It makes the $9.99 look ridiculously low by comparison. It's designed to overwhelm you with perceived value.
And then there's the guarantee, which sounds extreme.
Oh yeah, the 30-day money-back guarantee, they call it ironclad, and zero risk.
And the reasons for getting a refund are kind of wild, aren't they? Not just if the content is bad, but
if you lack confidence, or even, and this is the quote, if you simply don't like the font on page 3.
don't like the font. I mean, that
tells you everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's about removing all friction. They're betting the low price, the massive bonus stack, and just the inertia of actually requesting a refund means most people won't bother.
get the impulse buy, lock it in.
Precisely. It's a calculated risk on their part.
And the final push is pure FOMO, fear of missing out. Price going up, this is your last chance to finally join the AI gold rush.
Yep, because that big excuse, tech is too hard for me, is supposedly gone now, thanks to tools like Nano Banana.
So you're just one click away from being an insider, an authority, leveraging this new tech and the PLR model.
That's the story they're selling, from left behind to instant expert.
Okay, so pulling this all together for you listening, what's the takeaway here? The core message seems to be that the way AI tools are being marketed right now, like with this Nano Banana example, isn't just about the tool itself.
Right, it's about selling a whole new model. The idea that deep technical skill for creative work is, well, maybe becoming optional, replaced by simple chat interfaces.
And this specific pitch gives you not just the tool concept, but this ready-made business package through the PLR.
Yeah, and what's really significant is that mix.
Yeah.
The claimed ease of the tech, the specific targeting of people feeling anxious about tech, and then this PLR engine driving the business side.
Looking bigger picture.
Well, it suggests this huge acceleration in how knowledge itself gets monetized. The guide about the hot new tech becomes potentially as valuable, or even more immediately valuable, than mastering the tech itself. It turns consumers into publishers almost instantly.
Which leads to a pretty interesting final thought, doesn't it? Something for you to really chew on.
Yeah, if those barriers to actually creating things fall this low, if anyone can generate complex visuals just by asking,
And if the main way to make money becomes reselling the instructions via PLR,
then what's the ultimate value of the original creative work itself? Is the real value in the image you made, or is it in the guide that lets a million other people click the same button?
how is the value of teaching changing when the pace of AI makes skills potentially obsolete so quickly? Something to think about. Thanks for diving deep with us today.